there the kayaks remain, untouched still. And it's September. I haven't been out once in them this year. You'll remember in the last vlog, I was having trouble timing my outdoor excursions with the tide. Apparently I'm still having that problem, but there's actually a bigger problem than the river. Look behind me here, you see? These were blown over when Hurricane Dorian decided to pass through our area. It was only a Category 1 hurricane at that point, thankfully. So the most damage it did for us was knock down a few trees and kick our power off for about 5 days. But many people suffered much, much worse. It was once a Category 5 hurricane. It did terrible damage in the Bahamas. So really can't complain about the situation that we have here, but I still have to deal with it. Can't really have this. I don't have a lot of experience with a chainsaw, but I'm fortunate one of my friends does. Actually, my friend Dwayne, I haven't talked to him in months, really. We used to see each other quite regularly. We were both playing basketball together in a sort of casual little league for adults and high schoolers as well. And very kindly, he reached out to me and he said, look, I got a chainsaw. If you need some help with this, I can help you. How nice is that? So then maybe, before this year is over, I can get out on the kayaks with you.
Ready to go to work.
From one job to the next.
Yeah.
What are your courses this semester?
So we have French as homeroom.
Right.
And after that we have CEO.
What is CEO? This is an interesting class,
career,
I think.
Okay, career outcomes.
Well, that'd be CO.
Oh, okay, no, career. Yeah.
So what sort of things have you been doing so far?
Well, we listened to this story about the permanent cat.
Okay. I feel like we've got a permanent cat. Speaking of cats, Bean loves to wait for Luke to come home from school. Yes.
Oh, nice.
I never get that kind of affection from Bean, ever. Ever. Hey, pal. You want a scratch? Yeah. By the way, we don't call him Elvis anymore. I know if you've been watching the vlog for a while, you know we have this creature in our home that we refer to as Elvis, but we don't call him that anymore. We gave him a pet name. I mean, I suppose Elvis is his pet name. We gave him a nickname many weeks ago, and it's months now, really, and it's sort of stuck. We just call him Bean. Hey, Bean. Come here, Bean. We usually add adjectives to that as well. Long bean, silly bean, string bean. When he starts biting, we call him Bitey Bean. So if you hear me calling him Bean, or any of us calling him Bean, in the vlog from now on, that's why. How was the shift?
Good.
So we lost trees, haven't been kayaking. We got a cat that we don't call Elvis anymore. We got a kid who's in high school now, working a job. Things change, you know? Lots of things change. And you might have goals and plans and schemes, but life sometimes sends you off in another direction. As far as I can tell, here's the trick to all that. You just have to be flexible. You have to know that things are going to change and not get too hung up on the way you want things to actually be, because you have almost no control over that. You have some, but not as much as you'd probably like. Also, be careful how much birdseed you put in the feeder. That's some bonus squirrel food is what that is. I've been traveling, my work's getting behind. I haven't been working out like I had hoped to be. My diet's been all over the place. And I suppose I can allow myself just to get discouraged by all of that. That's an option. But another option is to recognize that in the same way that things can change in a direction you don't want them to change, they can also change back, oftentimes by the choices that we make. And that's kind of an empowering thing, if you think about it. And I am thinking about it. So I'm going to try to get back onto my exercise regimen, get the trees cleaned up, get the bird feeder going again, get our bird friends back. But Bean will still be Bean. Well, it is the great Montague dock rescue of 2019. I think you guys have sort of done it. The dock is sort of, well, it's much better than it was.
Yeah. Closer to the water.
And we've made 2 trees pretty much disappear. It feels like we've been burying a body because it was here and now it's gone off into the woods. This is Dwayne and Sue. I was going to say like neighbors, but island neighbors.
Yeah.
Right? Like how far are you guys from here?
5 minutes.
So 5-minute drive or so. But on the island, everyone's sort of neighbors.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming over and helping. I have to put this down because we've got a lot of work to do before we lose all the light, but it's happening. Thanks so much.
All right.
Quick update, we've got tree dominoes happening here. Each one's falling on a new one. Nice out there.
Yeah.
Just
Some eagles and great day.
Oh, did you see some eagles?
Yeah.
We've been watching for them, haven't seen any yet. Down that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, you too. I'm glad some folks are enjoying the river. That is a beautiful sight though, isn't it? 3 people just leisurely paddling down the river. Awesome. I'm happy for them. I was just thinking about Dwayne and Sue coming by to help us clear the trees. And this is going to sound a little hyperbolic, but it's kind of like this incredible superpower that we all have. To be able to give up our time to help somebody else. There was absolutely no gain for them in coming to help us cut down some trees. They out of the blue just volunteered to come down and help. I imagine because they probably saw a picture that Christy had posted of our upended trees and thought, well, we've got a chainsaw, we can help out. It's really an incredible gift if you think about it, because the one thing that all of us have, no matter how rich or poor you are, no matter your station in life, the one thing we all have that's very precious is time. And we only have a limited amount of it. And they gave up an evening and a morning to help us with something that wasn't helping them in any particular way. It was just a very kind gesture, and it just reminded me again that we all have this power. I have it, you have it, we all have it. We have the ability to see a neighbor in need and give up some of our time to help them. There's a lot of things not quite right with the world. And it can be a little bit overwhelming when you think of them all and you see them constantly in your face all the time on social media and other places. And I think it can be helpful to remember that we do have agency. We have some control over how good the world is around us. And Dwayne and Sue made the world around us a little better. And it was really nice of them to do so. And it's something we can all do for the people around us, I suppose. The resolution on this video is going to be terrible, but right over there, the tip of my finger, see a little black dot? That is an eagle. I watched it fly right across the water here, really, really low, and then perch up in that tree. And I've now been here for longer than I care to admit, watching, waiting for that eagle to take off. Is this what birders do? Am I becoming a birder If so, I'm in. There is something to the quiet waiting and anticipation of something you have absolutely no control over. And I'm the only one who will catch this eagle when it takes off and flies. Everybody else has got much more important things to do with their time. And I'm here just waiting for that moment when it takes off, so that maybe, hopefully, I will capture its majestic beauty as it flies towards me and across the... I'm imagining it. It will probably just take off and head way down the river and I'll never see anything, but maybe it won't. Maybe birding is just all about the maybes. Will this bird show up today? Will I catch it on my camera? Will I see it? Where will it go? Oh, it's on the move. And it is. It's going. I don't know if you can see it. It's flying that way, further down the river. There, it's just popped up over the tree line. You can see it there. I guess there's probably a certain Zen-like acceptance you have if you're a birder, that you're going to spend a bunch of time watching a particular patch of trees and nothing will show up. But maybe next time, something will.